start with this question. 1 minute. Okay, I want you to tell me something now. Can you tell me what is distance formula?
Distance formula.
Yeah,
Just base the distance formula.
yes, exactly.
Speed times time.
Distance formula. Why do we use distance formula? Where do we use distance formula?
Figure. So we use where do we use the distance formula?
Yeah,
To measure the distance from one point to another in average speed, right? You can
yeah,
also use it to find the distance between the 2 points in the xy plane as well, right?
exactly. Distance formula is used to figure out distance between any 2 points. Okay. If you are having any 2 point, I'm considering a very basic example. You don't worry. Let's say I have a two-dimensional geometrical plane where I'm having a point in third quadrant, let's say -5, -7, and another point is in first quadrant, let's say here somewhere 9, 2. And I want you to find out this distance. Can you find out this distance? Yes, you can, because you
Uh,
have very
it's
interesting formula.
x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square, right?
Yes, exactly. You can just consider the first coordinate as x1, y1 here, second coordinate as x2, y2, and then you can use distance formula as mentioned above as x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square, and here you can substitute these values, and by doing so you will get x2 is your 9 minus x1 is your -5. Similarly, plus y2 is how much? 2 minus y1 is -6. Further, I want you to understand okay. Uh, okay, is it visible again? The same question. Let's complete this question again. Then we will start with all those applications. Alright.
Yeah.
What to do to complete this? 9 minus minus
Oh, yeah. So, okay. So, which question now?
This one. Yeah, you have it in front of you. Are you not able to see the screen?
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, yeah. Then
I see.
what will you do to solve it?
9. So 9 plus 5,
Yeah,
it
it's going
becomes
to be 14 square.
14 square plus 9 square.
9 square, which is going to be how much? I'm writing here.
Oh yeah, so 14 square is 196 plus 81, which is
Okay,
277, right?
it's going to be 277. Yeah, you can leave it in the same way. Okay. Now, okay, let's solve some more questions, which are okay. Here I'm having some question based on distance formula. Before we start with this, I just want you to understand that there are many ways to use this distance. And what are different ways? Those ways are known as application of distance. And we find application of distance formula in determining distance of any 2 points lying on plane directly,
Yeah.
distance between 2 point on in plane or on plane, you should write. This is the first application that we have just figured out. Then we can categorize types of triangle that I have just explained. Then we can also figure out types of quadrilateral. Question arises, how can we categorize types of triangle? If you are given with a triangle, what are different varieties a triangle may have? What are different ways a triangle can be explained? It can have all sides equal, which is known as equilateral.
Yeah.
It may be two sides equal, then we call it isosceles. It should have, or it may have all sides different, then it is a scalene. Or it may apply Pythagoras theorem, then we
Right
call
angle
it,
triangle.
yeah, then we call it right angle. These are four type of triangle that we may get and that we can categorize or decide using distance formula. Which formula? Distance formula. This formula. Okay. The next application is types of quadrilateral. There may be the category whether it is rectangle or it is parallelogram. If it is rectangle, its all sides are not equal, but opposite sides are equal. That means AB is equal to CD here and BC is equal to AD. The same thing is there with parallelogram. The difference is only in angle. Here all angles are 90, but here it's not 90. Here as well, you will figure out that their opposite sides are equal. In both of them, this category, this property is applicable. Then what about next property? Then what about other property? The other property that differentiate both of them is actually their diagonal. Do you know what about diagonals of this rectangle and parallelogram?
So,
Can you
okay.
tell me difference in these diagonals? In
Okay.
case of rectangle, these diagonals are again equal. But in case of parallelogram, they are not equal.
They're
In
not.
this way, we can categorize
Diagonals.
whether it is rectangle or parallelogram.
So, okay.
If you find out all these six distances and you just find all of these, all of these equal, here as well, then there may be the chance of being its parallelogram or rectangle. But if you find out its diagonal as well, and you just find that they are not equal, you will categorize it to the parallelogram. If diagonals are equal, you will categorize it to rectangle. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, one more thing is there, that whether it is a square or it is round. In square, angles are 90. In rhombus, angles are not 90. But in both of them, the all sides are equal. All of these sides are equal, whether it is square or it is round. Here as well, AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to AD in both of them. There is a difference of being diagonal equal in square and diagonals being not equal in rhombus. Again, this is the difference that will differentiate. One more application of this distance formula is there in deciding collinearity. Let's say there are 3 points lying on the straight line, there then you need to figure out all the possible pair distance AB, BC and AC. Find out all these distance, and if you find that sum of AB and BC is equal to AC, or it may be there that A is here, C is here, B is here, then AC and BC may give you AB, or it may even happen that AB and AC give you BC when there is a point A in middle. Okay, out of these three conditions, there may be any condition. That is why first you need to find out all these three distance to decide whether it is collinear or not. And if you don't find any two pair as sum of the third one, if you don't find any two pair as the sum of third one, you will call it non-collinear. And if you find that any two pair is equal to the third one, sum of those two pair is equal to, or sum of those two distance equal to third one, then you will call it collinear. Okay, we will learn it with some example, you don't worry. We have many other examples here that I want you to solve now. Yeah, first question in front of you. These are 5 questions which are based on, some of them are based on collinearity as well, direct distance formula as well. We will be solving this now. And one more approach is there that help us to figure out collinearity. I will just tell that approach as well. Another approach of collinearity is here, and this approach of collinearity is based on area of triangle. Can you tell me, if 3 points are not forming triangle and they are collinear, what should be their area? If these 3 points are collinear, they are not forming a triangle, what should be its area? Tell me please. 0, obviously.
Yeah.
If it forms triangle, then its area can be determined. Their coordinate must be given to you, and by observing their coordinate you can find out the area. I will tell you trick to remember this area. We remember this area using a very interesting trick. Even we can prove this, it's so easy. By similarity concept we prove it, but now I want you to remember it. First you will consider vertex A and you will take first coordinate of vertex A. And here the first coordinate is x1. Then you will subtract y coordinates of other two. That means y2 minus y. Again we will consider x2 and we will subtract y coordinate of other two. Other two means y3 minus y1. Is it okay for you?
Yeah.
Similarly, you can consider the third x3 and you can subtract y coordinate respectively. What are y coordinate? y1 minus y. In this way, we have obtained this area. And if this area is 0, you will call it collinear. That means you can use the concept of area of triangle to figure out area. Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now please try to answer these questions. The first one I want you to answer now. Try to answer the first one. Okay.
So
If you want to solve this question, you can just consider A as small b, B as minus b a, and you can simply apply the same formula x2 minus x1. That means minus b minus a whole square. Similarly, y2 minus y1, a minus b whole square.
a minus b whole square.
Okay, I want you to tell this thing that if you have x minus y whole square anywhere, it will be equivalent to x plus y
X
whole
plus
square.
y.
Yeah, why do you say so? Because you will take minus 1 as common, and if you will consider it, you will get like this. That is equivalent to this. And here we can hence write it as a plus b whole square plus a minus b whole square. And further, you can apply identity, algebraic identity, and tell me the answer. What are algebraic identities? A square plus b square plus 2ab. and a square plus b square minus 2ab. In this way we can cancel them. And finally we got 2 times a square and 2 times b square. So as they are objective type question, we can just see one of the option matching with this. And here it is, option number C. Okay, now let's solve question number second. Try to solve second.
So a square plus b square.
Yeah, solve this.
Is this a multiple choice question? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So the
it's multiple
distance,
choice question. Solve second now.
isn't it a square plus b square? Yeah, no, 2a square plus b square. So if the distance between the points 1, 0 and 4a is 5, then the value of a is. Sir, what is the symbol for a? What symbol is that?
This is plus minus. That means they include plus 4 or minus 4 both. Okay,
Okay, so
first we need to understand there's
9.
these 2 points are here. 1 comma 0 and 4 comma 8, and distance between them is 5. And the distance AB is actually 5, and this distance AB is equivalent to 4 minus 1 square plus A minus 0 square. Actually what we do here is we just take a square both sides. What do? We square both sides. Why do we do so? Because by doing so we can just eliminate square root. This is the step to be followed. And if we are squaring here, we got 9 plus a square under root square plus 5 square, which is 9 plus a square equal to 25. And further, it's going to be a square is equal to 25 minus 9. Hence, a square is 16. And if we just do this, we take plus minus root 16. Remember this? And hence it is plus minus 4.
Okay.
If you find any difficulty here, you can treat it like this. A square minus 4 square is equal to 0. And that is why it is equivalent to a plus 4 into a minus 4 is 0. And that is why a is either minus 4 or it is a 4. You can either solve it in this way if you find difficulty in direct solving. Both are allowed. I'm writing or for this. Either solve as above or like this. Okay. Is it okay for you now?
Yeah.
Should we try solving third one now? It's quite similar. Third one is quite similar with that. Okay, third one. A line segment is of length 10 units. A line segment is of length 10 units. If the coordinate of its one end are 2 comma minus 3. And the abscissa of the other end is 10. And y coordinate they want you to find out. Yeah, will you try solving this?
Okay.
Yeah. First you try, then we will solve together. Then I will help you cross check. You are supposed to obtain the value of y.
Okay.
And we are given with AB being 10. That's why AB square is going to be 10 square. That is why we can directly write 10 minus 2 whole
Oh,
square plus y minus minus plus 3 whole square equal to 100.
100, right?
And
So
that
then
is
we can
why it is going to be 8 square plus I'm going to
plus
open this y square plus 9 plus 2ab 6y is equal to 100.
100.
And here we got a quadratic equation, and 73 minus 100 if you are doing, it's going to be 27 in minus, isn't it? And now you will split the middle term, that is 9 3s are 27. And further you will just solve them like taking pair. And here you will consider minus 3 as common. And we got y plus 9, y minus 3. And that is why there are two values of y possible, minus 9 and 3. Let's check the answer here. Which one? B part, isn't it? 3 and minus 9. The B option is correct. For the second one, option A is correct. And for the first one, I have already told you that answer C is correct. Okay, can you solve the question number 4 now? It's based on collinearity. Either we can use the approach of solving it using A, B, C, or we can just solve it using the concept of area of triangle. Here we are having a point A named as k comma minus 1. There is a point B named as 2 comma 1. There is a point C that is actually 4 comma 5. And if you want to, if you are given that they are collinear, then AB is equal to BC, AB plus BC is equal to AC can be used, or it is so simple. If you consider them to be the part of area being 0, okay, if you consider their area 0, it's going to be easier to figure out value of k. And what is the area? Half x1 y2 minus y3, if you remember, plus x2 y3 minus y1 minus minus plus 1 I'm writing. Then there is x3 and y minus y1 minus y2, I'm writing minus 1 minus 2, which should be 0. That is why I'm making it 0. Equal. I'm just dividing it with 0. Sorry, multiplied with 0. Or you can just say 1 over 2 can't be 0. That's why you are eliminating it. K times 1 minus 5 is minus 4. Plus 6 2s are 12. And 4 and minus 2 get multiplied to give you minus 8. And further, if you just figure out it, minus 4k and plus 4 and just shift it here, you got minus 4 and k is 1 over here. It can be solved very easily if you apply this approach. The option number B is correct for this question. It's so easy to solve this question, but if you apply the approach of area of triangle that I have just explained here, in this way you find area of triangle, and for point to be collinear, the area must be 0. This is the approach we use for collinear. Got it?
Yeah.
Is there any issue, any problem? Let me know if you have. No problem?
No, I think I got it. Yeah.
Okay, all right. It's good then. Okay, find the answer for the fifth question. If you solved up to four, now I want you to solve this last one. Okay. The point of intersection of y-axis and the perpendicular point of intersection of y-axis. Yeah, there is a y-axis. Line should be straight. There is a y-axis. I'm trying, but yeah, you consider it to be a straight line. All right, and there is a x-axis. Now, as per the question, point is the point of intersection of y-axis and the perpendicular bisector of the line segment joining 3 comma 6. Somewhere here I'm having 3 comma 6 and minus 3 comma 4. Minus 3 comma 4 is somewhere here. And if we want to join them, yeah, we can. Yeah, we join. The point of intersection of y-axis and the perpendicular bisector of the line segment joining the point 3 6 minus 3 4 is the point of intersection of y-axis and the perpendicular bisector of the line segment joining the point 3 6 and minus 3 4 is. That means they actually want you to tell the point of intersection, midpoint they want you to tell actually. That is why they are saying bisector. Bisector means you will get midpoint here. Do you know the formula to find out midpoint?
The midpoint formula.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't it the x1 plus x2 divided by 2?
Exactly. It is x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y1 plus y2 divided by 2.
Okay.
And but just use this. Okay. Now if you just, yeah, have you got the answer?
So fluid equals, yeah, 4
Yeah.
plus 6. Yeah, 8 divided by 2, which is, yeah, 4. So, no, so do we do, so minus 3 plus 3 divided by 2,
Exactly.
we
It's
do
going
that
to be
for,
0 over 2, that is
yeah,
0.
this
And
is
here
0
it is
over
going to
2,
be 10
which is
over 2,
0.
that is 5.
10 over 2, which is,
That
okay.
means 0 comma 5 is your point. And that means C part is your answer.
Yeah.
Is it okay for you now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, very nice. Okay, we are going to solve many other questions. I will give some as your homework now. Try appearing them at your place and try to appear them
Yeah.
at your place. I'm just placing them in your slide so that you can take a screenshot. Okay, I'm going to present MCQ type question. All right, so that you can also work with some of their answers. Okay, okay. Here I'm present on 6 onward. I'm going to give you more questions. 6 onward. Okay, I have already explained in previous class that how can you find out sectional point, and now the question that I'm presenting also apply section formula. They also apply, yeah, take a screenshot of this. There are total 15 questions. I want you to solve them. Are you able to see all of them?
Yeah.
Take a screenshot of this. And okay, they are your homework question.
Yeah.
Solve it and show me in next class. And this will be our last class. Next class will be our last class for this chapter. Then we will start with other topic. And if you want me to solve some other questions of your choice or where you find difficulty, you can ask those
Okay.
questions. Okay, I'm ending the session for today. Have you taken the screenshot? Let me know this as well.
Yeah.